boys and girls of grade 6. I am teacher Melinda Hughes, and today we will continue to examine the topic administrative regions. However, we will look specifically at transportation links between and among regions and also communication links. So before we do, let us review what is transportation. Transportation is the carriage of persons and goods from one place to another. In the administrative regions, there are various forms or means of transportation. For example, we have land. And on the land, we have roads and railways that were built. For example, in Region 10, we have a roadway that stretches from Linden to Kokwani. And so that roadway provides transportation for persons who want to travel from Linden through to Kokwani or even stop at Aichuni. We also have the Linden-Lethem roadway, which spans from Region 10 through to Region 9. So if there are persons who want to travel and also transport goods from Linden to Lethem, they can use the roadway that stretches from Linden to Lethem, which is from Region 10 to Region 9. In addition to that, we have the Rupert Craig Highway that stretches from Georgetown to the Lower East Coast. In Region 4, the Rupert Craig Highway is found. So those are just some examples of roadways that are located in our administrative regions that assist with transportation. We also have our waterways. So we have the Pomeroon River. We also have the Essequibo River. We have the Kanji River and also the Mahaika River. There are several other rivers that are located in our administrative regions. And so these rivers provide transportation for farmers, for loggers, and even for persons who live in the riverine areas. Next, we have transportation that is done by air. So in our administrative regions or across administrative regions, they use the airplane, and we have the Air Services Transportation Limited. We have helicopters and also sky vans. These help to transport individuals or persons and goods that persons may want to take into the interior or into other locations from one region to another. For example, if miners want to travel from Region 4 to Region 8, they can use the means of air to get there. So boys and girls, there we have it, quite simple. Between and among our administrative regions, goods and persons are transported either by land, water, or air. Next, we will look at communication links between and among our administrative regions. Let's review. What is communication? Communication is the transmitting of information. People communicate through written language, sign language, symbols, and spoken language, which are within the range of human vision and the sound of human voices. So, for example, we have written language, where someone writes, sign language, where signs are shown, spoken language, where the voice is used. Means of communication. Some means of communication which are used include signs, and these are specifically road signs, warning signs, and sign language. We also have signals. signals by flags, lights, and smoke. So in the picture, we have an example of the traffic lights. We have an example of someone using smoke signals. Next, we have sound. Sound is made by speech, by cries, by bells, by whistles, by horns, by telephones, by radios, by walkie-talkies. So what are those? Those are simply instruments that are used on a day-to-day basis by different individuals or business places to communicate. So we have an example of the walkie-talkie. We have an example of radio and also the telephone. These help to make communication quite easy and efficient for individuals across regions. Next, we have print. Print can be in the form of letters, newspapers, magazines, telegrams, telex messages, pictures, badges, or even illustrations. So we have some examples here. We have an example of the Guyana Chronicle. That's one of our newspapers. We also have magazines. We have illustrations that are done to communicate with each other. Communication agencies in Guyana assist people to maintain regular and easy contact in an effort to facilitate social and business activities. So some of those agencies that help us to establish contact are the Guyana Post Office Corporation. We have an example of the Skeldon Post Office in the picture and also the post office that is located at Border in Georgetown. The Guyana Post Office Corporation deals mainly with letters, parcels, postal and money orders, and the sale of various types of forms. Next, we have the Guyana Telephone and Telegraph Company. Among the services offered are telephone, telegraph, telex and telex services, national and international public call boxes, cellular, mobile, and other radio telephones services, and the lease of transmission facilities. So we have our giant Guyana Telephone and Telegraph Company. Next, we have the Guyana Broadcasting Corporation. International and local news broadcasts, death announcements, educational programs, sports news, music, and advertisements are all programs that are aired by the Guyana Broadcasting Corporation. Next, we have the Guyana National Newspaper Limited. That is where the Guyana Chronicle is printed on a daily basis. So, boys and girls, these are some of the communication agencies that assist in linking regions or persons between and among regions by means of communication so that they can keep informed and also transmit information that is important for the upkeep of individual or groups' lives and also business places. Goodbye, boys and girls. See you next time.